Hello, my name is Riner, and I'm here tonight to tell you about the life of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the most influential president that the United States elected in office in 1861. Abraham Lincoln wanted to make a change to help the well-beings of others, so much so that he died and poured his soul into this country. Many know him as the 16th president. He's also on the $5 bill, which I have right here, and as the pennies in my pocket that we still use today. We also know him as that he freed the slaves and was the first president to be assassinated. By these 3 points, I will inform you on his life. 1, being Abraham Lincoln was a self-educated man. 2, Abraham Lincoln was an influential president that impacted and saved many lives. And 3, Abe's ultimately tragic death saddened the nation. 1, Abraham Lincoln was the son of a farmer and was a self-educated man. Abraham Lincoln taught himself to read and write as a young boy, and that was really hard to do back then as well as today. He became a lawyer, self-taught himself, and passed the bar exam. He also had a passion for learning so much that he would walk miles to access a book so he could read. Some of his favorite books were reading the Bible and many fables. Abraham Lincoln was an influential president that impacted and saved many lives. He started out as a U.S. House of Representatives to lead on to his presidential candidacy. Abraham Lincoln presented 2 well-known speeches, such as the Gettysburg Address and the Emancipation Proclamation. And those 2 speeches impacted and influenced people's lives even to this day. He began the Civil Rights Movement by starting and ending the Civil War, which again gave the freedom to the slaves. Abraham Lincoln and Congress passed the 13th Amendment, which gave freedom to slaves, and kept slaves from being beaten and owned, as well as getting paid to work, which is very different back then. Abraham Lincoln's untimely, tragic death saddened the nation. On April 14, 1865, at Ford Theater, John Wilkes Booth shot Abraham Lincoln in the back of the head at his president's box. A day later, Abraham Lincoln died on April 15, 1865. Abraham Lincoln's body traveled 1,700 miles from D.C. to Springfield, Illinois, which is very, very interesting to do so, to be buried in his hometown. Around 7 million people paid respects as his body passed on the train tracks from Washington, D.C. to Springfield, Illinois. And that resembled a lot of respect as the president, because a lot of people were very sad for his deceased. To conclude, just would like to go over that Abraham Lincoln was a self-educated man. He granted freedom to slaves, which actually led on, and he started for the slaves to become citizens. He influenced all mankind and still has influences to this day. He mended a shattered nation to one great nation, and he died as a respected man. Abraham Lincoln will always be remembered as a great man. Thank you so much.